VOD friends, lurkers, everyone, I hope you're doing well on this fine Thursday. We are halfway through Victory Road in Radical Red Mono Steel. If we're able to beat Mono Steel today, we will start Terraria Calamity mod. We're like 2 mechanical bosses in on hard mode. If we don't beat Mono Steel today, we'll try to beat Mono Steel on Meownwell. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope the New Year's been going well for you all, that no one was personally affected by the attack down in Louisiana. The bulk of the stream is going to be E4, so no crime coverage today. We have 4 boss battles left in Victory Road, and realistically, I don't think I'm picking up any other Mon. I realistically have 5 Pokemon for Mono Steel locked in. The last one's kind of a flex slot. I'm in a weird place in the sense that normally when I have a mono type run, I always try to bring a fire type, a ground type, and a fighting type. I have 2 of those 3. We never got the Heatran, so the only way I get a fire type is if I bring in a Mega Colossal, who is Steel Fire. The issue there is it's 4 times weak to ground, it's super slow, and I don't have the ability to bring Trick Room unless I bring Stack Attacka. So I'm gonna have to do this without a fire type, and I'm realistically gonna have to do like Hidden Power Fire or rely on ground and fighting moves for all the steel types that lands have. Let's take a gander at this team. We have something for Executor. We don't really have anything for Donphan yet. I may have to swap someone out. Cloyster has no special defense, so we'll kill it that way. Probably Jucario with the Vacuum Wave. Well, yeah, probably, because Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, both those things are going to be multi-hit, and they're going to hit max amount of times. So it doesn't really matter if I Sash. Me and Xiao's going to want to fake out. I think I have something for that. This team may not be ideal. If we don't get it on the first try, we'll tweak the team. I'm feeling a little lazy, you know? Alright, let's make this work. So we're Choice Banded, Ice Shard. Grass Dragon is 4 times weak to ice. It's gonna swap out probably... Okay. Yeah, that's not surprising. It's gonna get a free Shell Smash no matter what. So I'm gonna go Lucario. It doesn't have White Herb, I don't think. It does. Okay. So I'm gonna hope Vacuum Wave does enough. It probably doesn't because it's only 40 BP. We did make it swap, so it actually may have killed. So this is gonna be realistically double edge with Aerialate. It could also be close combat. So we're gonna go Togedemaru. Once again, I have a bunch of Pokemon without names. If you would like to name the Pokemon, feel free to give me the suggestion. We hold on with Sturdy. I'm gonna fake out because it's +3 priority. I think it does outspeed. Its base speed is 105. Let me double check Togedemaru. Yeah, it does outspeed. So I was able to use fake out because it's +3 priority, but quick attack and Zing Zap are both +1 priority. So we're not gonna outspeed here. Magica, thank you for stopping by. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Not really new points, but I do have my new logo. And we are currently working on Mono Steel. We're halfway through Victory Road. So I'm gonna Spiky Shield and hope one of his moves makes contact. Well, none of the all those emotes that you're currently using, those are all the same. So the only new thing was the logo. I commissioned the logo like sometime last year, and they finally got it done. Yes, I'm glad you like it. I am quite pleased with the result. So this is probably gonna be, I mean, there's 4 moves. 3 of them are not priority. So I'm gonna gamble on it picking the one that isn't priority. Nice, we picked it right. Oh yes, that's been a thing for a while. It's just that only one person has redeemed the water, and they were so traumatized by me drinking a glass of water that they haven't redeemed it since. All right, so we got lucky there. I was expecting it just to go quick attack. Yes, emergency hydration. So I have a glass of water. I drink about 2 gallons of water a day because of my medicine, so it's important to stay hydrated. And to make sure I'm not overhydrated in a day, I have a limit on how many times a user can hydrate it, and a maximum number of times they can do it total. So this is Don Fan. It's gonna be a random move. I'm not sure what to expect, TBH. All those moves suck. Also, Magica, how are you doing? And yes, I'm glad you didn't put money on the game. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear it. So this could be anything. No matter what, it's gonna suck. So I think I'm gonna go Lucario. Nice, no bad luck. Love to hear it. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so it's not gonna kill, but it's gonna be a good bit of damage. Bone Meringue, not ideal. Oh, awesome. I love that for you. We got some Middle Eastern food for New Year. We're gonna go into Tinkaton, Fake Out, and then we're gonna go Gigaton Hammer. Nice. All right, Cloyster, it already used its White Herb earlier. Tea, I do love some tea. What kind of tea are you having? We're gonna go into, I don't really have something for this. So we have King Gambit. It's gonna Shell Smash, which is fine. I guess we're just gonna Sucker Punch because I don't have anything else for it. We can Sucker Punch again. There we go, nice. And then this is gonna be Fake Out. We go into our own Fake Out. I was wrong, it was Close Combat. We're gonna Fake Out. And I'm hoping we live through the Close Combat. We do not. I will go Tonk with a Fat Earthquake. Oh, I forgot the Executor was still alive. That is very awkward. So I'm gonna Volt Switch for a free pivot. It probably wants a Sleep Powder or Flamethrower. So I want a free swap so I can use my Sand Slash. Oh, and we avoid it. Okay, so we're gonna Fake Out. We are faster, so I'm gonna U-turn. I'm expecting the Cloyster. So I think you gotta go back into King Gambit. Ah, me and Shao, okay. No, I forgot that he was still up. So we'll go Tonk again. We are faster. We are not faster. Fake Out. Zippy Zap. All right, nicely done. So we'll Eel. This next one's not going to be too bad because it's a bunch of poison moves and Steel's immune, but they do all, I goofed it. They do all also love Sleep Powder. So we got to go back and do that because it reset after going through the thing. Okay, interesting. It depends on the state. Some states are very Yahoo about fireworks. Other ones are like fireworks are bad, okay? So I can understand what it's like to have to deal with not being able to have fireworks. I have not heard of noiseless fireworks, but that's cool that they exist so you can still kind of have it be a thing. Oh, okay. I do like that. Flares are a good bit of fun. Let's see. So this is going to be a team and pretty much they all have sleep. We are going to want to bring in a poison mon, and I'm going to have safety goggles. Yeah, I mean, we've done fireworks once or two in our life, but in my opinion, fireworks are too much money for a pretty explosion that's gone in several seconds. So I've never gone out of my way to personally do fireworks. But I'm glad that you and your girlfriend were able to have somewhat of a New Year's experience, you know? We're gonna bring out Togedemaru because there's no one here that's weak to electric. And we'll bring in Sevi Carnivine, since it's the only steel poison mon I have. And then we'll give it safety goggles so it can't be put asleep. Yeah, they're a lot. And if you're doing them at home, it's still kind of risky. So it's not even like worth the money or the risk in my opinion. Yeah, flares, absolutely. Let's see. Where you live in Argentina, have you gotten any snow magicka? We had some snow, but we haven't realistically had any meaningful amount of snow since early in December. So it's been quite nice not having to deal with terrible weather. All right, let's make sure we have a poison move. We do, but it's not amazing. It was clear smogged because we wanted to clear the stat buff from Misty rematch with the Gorbis. So we'll go back to poison jab. We'll save. Make sure. Right. Honestly, I get that sun every day can suck, especially if it's really hot. But I would absolutely take sun every day over possibly snow for half a year at a time. All right. So we're gonna go poison jab. We don't care about a moonblast. I think this is leftovers, so I'm just gonna go knockoff. No, black sludge, okay. We'll swap into... Okay. We'll swap into Tonk and hope he's not going to sleep powder. No, double foul play, that's fine. Oh, right, because of the grass. I was hoping it'd still be super effective. Well, there's the spore. Luckily, none of them have bad dreams, so we don't have to worry about being put to sleep. All right, next is Lopunny. This is probably fake out. No, close combat. Okay, we're gonna fake out into play rough or not. We'll go Lucario with the Vac Wave. This is gonna be Spore as well, so we go back into Carnivine. Oh, on Crabhammer, interesting. All right, very good. Vile Plume. I'm gonna go Sand Slash again. And Caroline down. Next is the Feraligatr. So we absolutely want to bring our Zippy Zap back. Also, Magica, are there any Pokemon you want to name? Realistically, I'm bringing Lucario, Melmetal, Iron Shreds, Corviknight, King Gambit, and Togedemaru to the Elite Four. Oh, yeah, that's right. I actually need to put someone away. Whoops. There we go. I think I'll just go Citrus for generic healing on the Togedemaru. Save. All right, go team. So we fake out, we zippy zap, we zippy zap again. This thing wants to just constantly spam Calm Mind, and then it's just gonna scald to death. All right, good. I'm going to need to PP up zippy zap, it looks like. Honestly, that's not that bad. We'll pivot. And we'll go into Jucario and hit him with a fat Aura Sphere. Goes into Swanna. Swanna has no guard. So I'm gonna go into Sand Slash. Ice Shard. Ice Shard again. Spiky. Oh, that's right. Not ideal. But it's fine because we can fake out. And I forgot we're actually out of Zippy Zap. So I'm going to Spiky Shield again. U-turn was not ideal. We'll go into King Gambit and we'll Sucker Punch and we'll Sucker Punch. Iron Head. Iron Head. Sucker Punch. Colby down. And then this last one is the really annoying stall team where everything is Wish, Protect, Yawn, Stealth Rocks. Okay, thankfully all the Steelmon are not going to be able to be poisoned, so I can very much appreciate that. I'm going to lead with Togedemaru because I'm lazy. Fake out into Zippy Zap. It's going to get Stealth Rocks up. Zippy Zap again. Zippy Zap again. You turn into Tinkaton. Fake out. Gigaton Hammer. Play rough just because I can't use Gigaton again. Back to Gigaton. I can't use Tinkaton in E4 because I used it in Mono Fairy. Play rough. Gigaton Hammer again. Swap into Tonk. Ouch, not a fan. Iron Head. Alexa down. And that was all the actual boss battles. The next one is a gimmick fight. And then Supercell. Okay, so... we'll focus one down at a time. Not ideal, but we still have people, so it's not a huge thing. We're going to Sucker Punch. We're going to Fake Out. We're going to Sucker Punch. We're going to Gigaton. Sucker Punch again. Maybe a Body Press, and that's over. We have to, well, no, we don't have to manually heal because we have her. We'll then save. We have an ad in just under a minute. That gives me enough time to make it through the Supercell fight. And I'm gonna lead with Togedemaru. And we'll give it a explosion berry so it doesn't die from explosion. So yeah, Chilean berry. Fake out. Okay, that's fine. Go into Tonk. Add just proc. We'll be back shortly. All right, Meow, and we're back. So, let's see. We were just at the start of the Supercell fight. After we beat Supercell, we save because, well, Steel beats Ice. Lorelei Ice, in my opinion, is a lot harder than Rain Lorelei. Lorelei Ice has 2 Pokemon with the equivalent of Swift Swim. It has 2 weather setters, which isn't any different than Rain. But also have an Assault Vest Calyrex, a Thermal Exchange Baxcalibur, Rotom, because Legendary Appliances are OP, and a Choice Scarf Slush Rush Glaceon with Earth Power. And then also Aurora Veil on Aeolin Ninetales. So unless you double down the Ninetales, Aurora Veil's going up. And then someone's instantly dying to Earth Power. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And we're realistically fine for all of this because we have a ground type, so we can't get hit by Supercell Slam. I'm gonna swap into Togedemaru here because we have a normal berry to reduce explosion. And that's Supercell down. We save because we reset until we get Rain Lorelei. We make sure to save. And then there's a guy you talk to in here, and he'll be like, yo, I saw Lorelei with X. X is the mega that determines what team you got. Good thing we saved. We would have been locked into Ice Lorelei. Someone who I started watching doing monotypes in this, they didn't know about that. They were locked into Ice Lorelei as Mono Dragon, and it was a horrible experience, so I'm glad I didn't have to repeat that, you know? Okay, we got Swampert. So we got Rain Lorelei. Now we're gonna start to put together the team. Rain Lorelei is a double battle. The rest of them are singles. I also want to check something. There are several Ultra Beasts I could use, but the issue there is the one I'd really like to use isn't available till after you beat the Elite Four, so it's pointless. And then the other one is Steel Rock with like 13 speed and a bunch of quad weaknesses. And it doesn't even have like Levitate to offset the quad weakness to ground. And then Reggie Steel has Clear Body with horrible stats. So I'm already using Melmetal. Reggie Steel is sadly not better than Melmetal. We could technically be using Cobalion, and I may use Cobalion. One of the reasons why I was thinking about using Lucario is because Mega Lucario. Let me also see if Cobalion can learn Drain Punch, because Drain Punch is a very solid move, and Lucario can get it. So if Cobalion can't, that kind of makes it harder for me to want to use. Okay. No Drain Punch. Okay. So 580 BST, and I would be able to hold a super effective berry versus Lucario being better BST. Adaptability is great, but I don't get to hold a berry, so that's definitely a consideration. Okay. Another thing that sucks is with the Mons I have, I'm not really gonna be able to have a fire move, so I'm gonna have to give Lucario a HP fire. But then I'm not gonna have a grass move realistically for whatnot, because all my Mon but Lucario are physical attackers. So I'm gonna have to find a different way to beat Swampert. There's a possibility that I get someone like Genesect, because Genesect is a good Pokemon. I won't be able to leverage the Techno Drives because they're not in the game. But one of my concerns about using a Mon like Genesect is the fact that Rival has at least 2 Mon with fire moves. I think there's 1 or 2 fire moves well, there's at least 1 fire move on Lance. So quad weakness to that is not very exciting, you know? Yeah. Okay. And then there is Iron Crown, but Steel Psychic has the same issue. Well, 2 things. If I were to use Steel Psychic, I'd be bringing Metagross, because I didn't use Metagross in Mono Psychic. And once again, Steel Psychic is weak to ground, dark, and fire, which Lance has 5 Mono ground moves. There's at least 1 or 2 with fire, and then There's Roaring Moon, Iron Jugulus, and Yveltal. So, like, none of those end up being good, you know? So, I'm very much stuck in a rock and a hard place here. I think first things first is we need to figure out how we're getting past Lorelei. Like, the electric from Togedemaru is great, but I don't have anything that's going to be super effective against Swampert. Let's start. I know I can teach one of them Trailblaze, because Trailblaze is a grass tutor move. So I think we'll try to see what can get Trailblaze, and that'll be my answer for Swampert. Because unless I have a Mon with a bunch of special, Hidden Power Grass is going to do fuck all. So if I were to go Steel Bug, I could actually go Sizor, because Trailblaze would be boosted by Technician, so it would be a like a base 70 something, and it would be quad effective. So maybe. Let's look at Giga Drain. I'm pretty sure only my Goodra can learn it, which is an issue because Dragon loses the Dragon. Also, not having a Fairymon means I'm really going to be screwed over by Roar Time from Primal Dialga. Yeah, it's a shame there's so many great Pokemon locked to post-game, because these runs end once I beat Elite Four, so it's like, oh wow, look at all these Pokemon I'll never be able to use, you know? Okay, so... it more or less comes down to Genesect or Hisui and Goodra. Genesect is definitely more appealing because Genesect also has access to Energy Ball, and having another special attacker aside from Lucario would be really nice. But then I gotta figure out who I get rid of, right? Because I know for a fact I want Melmetal. I know for a fact I want Iron Shreds. I know for a fact I want King Gambit. So that pretty much leaves Corviknight and Togedemaru. Like, I feel like Corviknight is probably my weakest Mon, and the only thing it's really got going for it is the dual Wing Beat will be good against the Infernape, and I'm gonna have to hold a Akka Berry because Pyro Ball. And then, okay, so Corviknight is going to be the only Steel Mon I have that's immune to ground, and dual Wing Beat is going to be useful for Infernape. I can also use it to defog hazards. I can't use Bronzong. I use Bronzong in Mono Psychic, and I do not allow repeats in the Elite Four. I can use repeats up until I get to the Elite Four. So yeah, and sadly, Celesteela is yet again another one of the Ultra Beasts that you can only get after Hall of Fame. So I feel like Corviknight may end up being like the weakest link in the run. And if it turns out I'm not needing Corviknight after I get past Lorelei / Bruno, I probably will get rid of it. Yeah, the only Ultra Beasts I have access to that I could actually use would be Stakataka, and there's one other. And I'm not bringing Stakataka. So it's like, you know. Alright, so I think we'll go... Yeah, exactly. Stakataka and Bronzong are the only two Trick Room Steel type, and I'm not going to be able to do that realistically because Baba Booey. So, yeah, feels bad. Alright. Like, technically, you can run one Trick Room Mon, so I would have to go Trick Room, Stakataka with Focus Sash, and then I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna have to swap in, so I get 3 turns of Trick Room left, you know? Okay, so... Let's situate the team members I know I'm using for a fact. Okay. And the reason why we're bringing in King Gambit is it's the only Darksteel Pokemon. So I'm pretty much forced to bring it. Also, if it's the last mon left, it gets +5 attack from Supreme Overlord. So that and Sucker Punch are going to do dummy damage. And I can't bring Tinkaton because I already used Tinkaton in Mono Fairy. So since you can't get Magearna, the only thing that would leave me would be Mega Mile. Alright. So these 4. Melmetal. And then Corviknight. There's a world where I bring in Skarmory because weak armor for speed, but it doesn't get any buff moves like Hone Claws, so I wouldn't be able to make it stronger. Which is a real shame, because I think Skarmory is a neat Pokemon. Also, it's Hitchka! So that's a good bit of fun. Alright. Let's get everyone up to level. We have an ad break in about 20 seconds. Save, because it's been a minute. We locked ourselves into Water Lorelei, which is what we wanted. We will be back shortly. See you all soon. Alright, and we're back. I just have to sort a few other things while we're here. I need to make sure I have enough dream patches for swapping abilities out per fight. Sometimes I'll need Volt Absorb, other times I'll need my Sturdy. There we go. Also, we'll look at some Palace Cats after we sort the team. So we're gonna open with Togedemaru and we're gonna fake out the Ogerpon. We're gonna use Hitchcaw to finish off the Ogerpon. Understood, Magica. If you feel like you need to go to bed, feel free to do so. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening if you do decide to go. I'm pretty much never out speeding, so I'm kind of tempted to grab the Choice Scarf to see if that will put me ahead, but it might not, because Ogerpon's base speed is 110. So I'll probably end up going Sharp Beak, since, as you know, Corviknight isn't overly known for being bulky as far as attack goes. Yeah, thank you. Very much appreciated. Take care, Magica. Alright, so we're gonna go... Where were you? Sharp Beak, Togedemaru, we're gonna give a Citrus Berry for generic healing. It's my only electric type, so I need to get a lot of mileage out of it. King Gambit, honestly, King Gambit is a bit of a choice band because the only move it's gonna be using is Sucker Punch, since it's incredibly slow. Okay. I do have to sort its moves as well, because I know I'm gonna need more than Sucker Punch, of course. Supreme Joverlord is a lot. So I think I'm honestly gonna stick with Special Defense up. Like, I don't imagine a situation where I'm gonna be having King Gambit in early because I want to take advantage of +5 attack given the opportunity. Melmetal, kind of the same thing, insofar as wanting that special defense up to make Assault Vest gains even more. Let's see if he gets anything interesting from the Egg Tutor or other tutors. We're never going to be able to use Focus Punch, Power Up Punch, I'd rather not. Solar Beam, it has no special, so yeah, realistically there's no tutor move I want to give Melmetal, that's fine. That makes our job easier because we don't have to worry about, oh my god, I need X move. What about King Gambit though, while we're here? Shadow Claw isn't bad. I may put that on for, not Sabrina, Agatha. None of those are that exciting. I could go SD, but I'm already going to have Supreme Overlord. So if anything, I'm looking for coverage, you know? So maybe we do grab Psycho Cut. I think we do grab Psycho Cut. That'll be kind of something for Bruno, and we can sash it because it's 4 times weak to, what's it called? 4 times weak to fighting. And we'll do that over Quick Guard since it's too specific. Okay. So Togedemaru, you're fine. This is about as fine as it's gonna be. That's realistically as fine as it's gonna be. I'm kind of tempted to fight Chuck. Not Chuck, Price. So I can choice scarf my Iron Treads to deal with Zacian. But I don't know if it's gonna be fast enough. Part of me does want to grab Steel Roller, but the only fight that there's going to be terrain is Hadron Engine, Miraidon, and I would rather be using Earthquake, you know? I'm kind of tempted to go Wild Charge over Volt Switch, because while Volt Switch is good utility, it's gonna do no damage. So I think I do go Wild Charge instead. Alright, let's see if there's anything else you can learn. I was really hoping it could learn Close Combat. Not Close Combat, Headlong Rush, the ground version of Close Combat. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. What else? Yeah, I think I am gonna fight. I am gonna fight Price just so I have the option to do Choice Scarf, Earthquake against Zacian. All right. And I don't think anything is realistically changing for Corviknight, but let me double check. Body press is fine. We need dual wing beat for Ogerpon and Infernape. In theory, I could grab U-turn, but I'm gonna be outsped by like everyone, so it's hard for me to want to be like, yeah, I want that in my cereal, you know? I mean, Bulk Up. You know what? I think I will grab Bulk Up. Just in case I do find myself in a situation where I am able to get a few buffs going. And we'll do that over U-turn, because we can always get U-turn back. So that Bulk Up's gonna be over here. Alright. So, Hitchcock. Oh! Tonk. I don't think I live through a, any, like, well, no. I think I just have to go Passo and hope I live. That being said, I know I won't live load the water spout, so Ideally, I want to be having Togedemaru in, so I don't waste the sturdy on it for Kyogre. Passo may not be enough. There's been some fights where the damage is just too much, even on a 2x. It's a given that when it's 4x effective, the 2x berry is not saving you. And then Lucario, probably a ground one because of the earthquake from Swampert. So that would be Shucka. This is primarily here for we have Trailblaze, which will be 4x effective. We have the hidden power for later. Technically, we don't need to give it hidden power now, but I want to have it there so I don't forget. And then Melmetal. Honestly, I think we go Assault Vest on Melmetal, and we stick to those 4 moves. If it turns out Tonk can't live through a Passo Berry, we will go Sash. Save. Let's get to E4. And we're gonna look at some Palace Cats before we actually take on the fight. I feel good about this insofar as having electric type has historically made Lorelei quite easy, but it certainly wouldn't be the first time I felt like I was quote unquote good to go, and then everything like fell apart, you know? Oh, that's right, I wanted to fight Price. So we'll fight Price as soon as we come back from the ad break. Let me write that down so I actually don't forget. I don't want to walk in there and be like, shit! Which means we do have to change the team up. But yeah, okay, so it's gonna be Jolly for now. Let me write down who's on the team, so when I fight Price, I'll remember what I was using. All right, let's pull up some Palace Cats. They are absolutely adorable. Some of God's finest creatures. We got a really big Mlem from Polly. This was taken yesterday at the Nasu Animal Kingdom by Haru Manul. They provide a lot of pictures for us. Polly's truly adorable. Such a healthy whisker subsystem. They don't mind the snow. Those thick coats keep them warm. And then if their peats do get cold, they'll just put their peats on their tail. Bull, mid-yawn, absolutely adorable. Sitting on his stump, it feels like a constant. Everything's all right in the world when Bull be on his stump. Also by Haru Manul. And we'll look at one more. This is Joshi at Howlett's Wild Animal Park. Definitely does not look pleased. Got a bit of a grump face going. You got the rock eyebrow. Brown boots. I love the way they put their feet, their little paws together. It's super cute. I want to give him a boop on the nose, you know? Absolutely adorable. Ad break, we'll be right back. Then we're gonna fight Price. Then we're gonna do Elite Four. Like, it's a start, but it's definitely not going to be enough. So we can probably get past Price with this team, but we may have to make a few changes to it. Which, in case we did have to, that's why we wrote down what the team is. So we're gonna lead with Meownwell. We're gonna double Iron Bash. I'm going to hold a Chesto Berry in case it lands the Sweet Kiss and puts me to sleep. We're gonna head down to Seafoam. You have to do it from Fuchsia's side because he's at the entrance to Seafoam, not the exit. There's gonna be some drunk trainers in the way. Thankfully, it doesn't really matter. Ah, oh no, what a shame. Whatever will I do? Oh no. There we go, good enough. Eel. It's important to stay healthy. All right, Price, I didn't want to take this fight because normally I don't like beating up old men, but I gotta make an exception for him. I need a scarf to keep me warm. Somehow a scarf makes me faster. All right, so we double Iron Bash. We get lovely kissed. We have our berry to instantly wake up. It's sashed, but this is super effective, so yeah, she's dead. Violet Disciple, thank you so much for the raid. Let me get you a shout out. I hope your Rad Red was going well. Right now we are fighting Price to get the choice scarf, so my Iron Treads can hopefully have a chance to outspeed Zacian, because Bruno has a Zacian and it has base 148 speed, because of course it does. I'm just making sure I spell your name right. Violet Disciple, they play Radical Red. They've also been playing some Elite Redux, ROM hacks, randomized, blind always, and their Nuzlocke. So make sure to check out Violet Disciple. They stream almost daily. And thank you very kindly. Anyone who's not familiar, I'm Meownwell. I stream every Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to at least 9 p.m. Eastern. Mono Steel is my 15th monotype. After we beat Mono Steel, we pick up on Terraria Calamity mod. I'm 2 mechanical bosses in on hard mode. Then we have Mono Ground, Ice, and Rock left. this team isn't exactly situated for price, so it may take a few tries. Let's see how this goes. Raiders, I hope you're having a great new year, that you weren't affected by the attack in Louisiana, and feel free to stick around if you have to take off immediately. Thank you for being here, and have a good one, everyone. All right, so this is probably... Excalibur for Earthquake. Let's see what it's gonna be. Wall Rain. Interesting. I guess it's just gonna Ice Beam me to death. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get a para. We did not get the para. Okay, we did get the para. It can rest, but this may give me like an extra turn to get some damage in before it does the rest. Okay, full para, love to see it. I'm gonna hope that I either get a flinch. Oh, that does not do nearly enough damage. We did get the flinch, that's huge. I think this kills. Okay, very clean. We got super lucky. We did get the flinch, and there was no frostbite, and we got para. So Wall Rain down. Cloister. This is 100% gonna be a Shell Smash. So I'm gonna go Thunder Punch and hope I get a para. We did not. Honestly, I'm gonna go Thunder Punch again. Double Shell Smash, very risky. Oh, it knew it would live. That's why. Interesting. It went for the double, and then it swaps out. All right. Excalibur, this is probably Earthquake. We're gonna go double Iron Bash. Oh, D-Dance, okay. Maybe now it goes Earthquake. No, now it goes into the grave, so I'm fine with that. Metal, extremely powerful. There's a reason why we're bringing him to the Elite Four. This is probably Fake Out. Let's see what happens. Yep, that's fine. This is probably Earthquake. Yep, that's a given. I think this kills though. Yeah, it does, okay. Arctozolt, I'm below half HP, so it's random move. The only thing that really would like make sense for super effectiveness would be low kick. It's probably just gonna go Bolt Beak because it's the strongest move it has. Low kick, fair enough. So that's not bad. Melmetal legit cleaned up most of the team. We are gonna go Tonk, and we're gonna hit an Earthquake. That did a lot. I get that low kick does more on thick boys, but still. HQ, thank you for stopping by. I hope you, your sister, and your cats are doing well. We are currently beating up an old man for his scarf because I need to make Tonk fast enough to outspeed Zacian. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I think I have to let Tonk go down here. We come in with Jucario, and we hit the Vac Wave. Cloister, we hit the Vac Wave. Price down. Thank you for the scarf. I very much appreciate that. We will be scarfing Tonk when we get to Bruno. We're gonna save. We actually didn't have to change the team at all. I am quite stoked. Well, actually, we did. We did change the berry. Normally, I would have Assault Vest on it to make up for the fact that it is super slow with no special defense. And we're leading with Togedemaru because we're going to Fake Out, then we're going to dual Wing Beat. I'm not doing well. I hope the McDonald's was worth the first time. I remember having McDonald's a long time ago and it being like good. Then I think I had it in the past decade and I was like, this is fucking garbage. Thank you for asking, HQ. I'm doing mostly well. My mom is under the weather, but she got antibiotics, so hopefully she won't need 2 rounds of antibiotics. So you're good. You're realistically good. Actually, no, I'm gonna get rid of Roost for now, and we're gonna go Ironhead. I'm not expecting Hitchcaw to live past Ogerpon, but Iron is gonna do more damage against Ice. So yeah. I'm glad to hear it was good. I'm glad the nuggets worked. We love that for you. Let's see. And yes, I'm also persisting. I don't know what Bisley is. Oh, okay. So it's some sort of regional. Oh, all right. Yes, I have no symptoms so far, knock on wood. So it's a salty snack made of wheat. Okay, that sounds good. I had some, I had a mini charcuterie board sans the cheese. So some chicken jerky and some crackers. We're just making sure everyone is more or less good to go. Yes. Which cats are with you today, if at all, HQ? And did you make sure to feed them today? I think we can make this work. Okay. I hope Kirk is doing well, that they're eating their new food and they're not being assholes about it. All right, so we're gonna save. We have Rain Lorelei because there was no way we were going up against Ice. I'm watching someone go through the Elite Four in their run and they're really struggling against Ice. Okay. Schrodinger, as is tradition. We're gonna save one more time for good measure. Let's see if we can make this work. I don't have a proper answer for Swampert. Oh, Skibbity Baps, that's very cute. All right, so ideally we fake out and we do a wing beat to kill Ogerpon. Okay. Eat your berry, that's fine. No burn, that's huge. That's not enough damage. I hate that. Okay. That is not enough. So automatically we need to reset. I am not pleased. Okay. So we need to kill the Ogerpon. Christmas went well. Thank you for asking. Have all your holidays been good? Wait, does someone currently have choice band? Yes, you do. Okay, so we're gonna have to go, I don't like using Life Orb a lot, but we're gonna have to. Because it's either that or we go Brave Bird and we lose health like regardless, you know? So I think we do that. All right, let's run this back. All right, so we fake out. We do a wing beat. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that you actually know Onion Shard like that. That's very cool that you're able to interact with them in that fashion. Low key, meeting a new cat Hell yeah, go team. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Okay, so I think personally this is Swampert because Togedemaru is 4 times weak to ground, but maybe it's Walking Wake. Walking Wake, okay. So Walking Wake is an issue. I think I need to preserve Togedemaru, but whatever comes in is just instantly dying to Walking Wake. So it's a difficult one. And we don't outspeed Walking Wake either, so I can't even do a U-turn. And all its moves make contact. So I think we bring in Melmetal. We want to preserve Togedemaru for when Kyogre comes in. And Hitch Caw. We want to start putting damage on Walking Wake. Okay, no burn. That's good. Melmetal. We're gonna go for the... Oh, I don't like that. I think Walking Wake is... Well, no. I think Hitchcaw is going down here. Also, I focused the wrong Mon, but it died anyways, so it's not a huge deal. Please, no burn. No burn, that's huge. Walking Wake is almost down. We can now bring in Togedemaru again. Melmetal is gonna go Thunder Punch on Politoed. We fake out the Walking Wake. We will also be back in... Oh, burn. Fucking hell. We will be back after the ad break. I will see you all shortly. Welcome back, everyone. We were gonna get burnt by Scald eventually, so I suppose I'm grateful it wasn't earlier. Also, HQ, what was their kitten's name? So, Melmetal, we're gonna go Thunder Punch on Politoed. We're gonna Zippy Zap the Walking Wake. So we're doing well as far as what we have up. But that's an issue. Of course, I had to say we were doing well right before I lose my answer to Kyogre. It's starting to feel like it's Kyogre. Let's go into Tonk. And we're hoping Paso Berry lets me not die. Okay, so Swampert finally came in. Melmetal is not going to be surviving this. So I think I have to let it go down to get the clean swap. We're going to go Thunder Punch. I'm going to go Body Press and hope it does a decent amount of damage. All right. As soon as this, yes, what was the name of the cat that Onion Shard and his wife had? Yes, as soon as this attempt or this fight is over, we will exactly do that. Oh, Pepper, okay, that's a fun name for a cat. What kind of cat is it? Oh, that did nothing, okay. So this is not ideal. We do have the Shucka for the Earthquake. We are going Trailblaze because it's going to be quad effective. We're going to Body Press the Iron Bundle. Eat your berry, that's huge. The only problem is I think I might be outsped by the Iron Bundle. Okay, so this is looking like a reset. All right, so not bad. That went really well, all things considered. So we will look at Cat. Hold on a second. So yeah, that went well, all things considered. So not the worst thing in the world. Losing Togedemaru is where we lost it. As soon as that went down, I'm like, it's Kyogre. All right. That's really funny. That's such a great origin story when it you know, as to how it did a thing. Okay, so let me pull this up. All right. So if anyone isn't familiar with what HQ is talking about regarding, this is why I taught Todd to talk. There are apparently people with devices that have different like audio cues. They more or less teach the cat to press the button that means the thing. It's really cool. An example she used was someone has chronic health issues, aka migraines, and the cat was able to recognize that the owner had a headache and was telling the owner to take catnip for the headache, and it was adorable. Boundless Energy, that very much seems like kitten behavior. Oh, okay. That is funny that your butt's a vantage point. And yeah, Pepper sounds absolutely adorable for a street cat. So let's see what Todd is up to. And this is brought to you by the Chronicles of Todd Tales. Oh, Todd already looks so silly.
What about your back?
Okay.
Back glamour? What about glamour's back?
Oh, okay.
Tell Daddy.
It's like a puzzle.
Glamour back. Hmm?
Interesting. Huh.
Rock. Happy.
Ah. Okay.
You think Glamour's back is not happy? Is her back out?
That's really interesting. Hold on a second, I want to look something up.
Glamour. Back. Ouch. Do you think Glamour's back out? Alright, we'll look at her back, okay? We'll look at her back.
Ah, okay.
I just looked at Glamour's back, and it does seem a little sensitive, so we're going to get a vet appointment and get her in and see if we can find out if there's anything going on there other than just she's 15 years old, may have arthritis, and see what we can do. But thank you, buddy. Thank you for telling me. You're a good boy. Do you like a treat? There's a treat. Thank you.
So I did a quick dive, and there's apparently a fair amount of skepticism behind animal language studies, as in the past they weren't they were deceptive to get the results they wanted, was the TLDR. So there definitely seems to be a fair amount of, well, skepticism about this. But if what's happening in these videos is credible, I think that's really neat. And it's cool that Todd was able to be like, hey, master, fellow cat is in pain. Do something about it, you know? And don't worry about it, it's fine. I did enjoy the video. It was quite interesting. So thank you for that, HQ. All right, we're gonna run that back until we do it. I think if we don't have Togedemaru go down, we absolutely win that fight. So Indigo League, Rain Team. All right. All right, run it back. We fake out. We dual wing beat. Yeah, that's a reset. The burn is a problem. No, well, maybe. I'm talking about the guy with the horse, and then I'm talking about the orangutan and the bonobo. Let me see if I already closed the tab, but the detractors were like, all they're doing is imitating and picking up on like physical and visual cues. So there's like, they're not understanding, they're not thinking, they're just imitating. So yeah, this is a reset. The burn is a problem. No. The issue is that they're imitating what they're seeing. They're not doing the thing because they understand that they want to do it, you know? Alright, so let's see if Zippy Zap actually kills Ogerpon before I reset. Because if Hitch Caw is only killing without a burn, Hitch Caw is probably coming out. Okay, that's fine. So, Walking Wake, we want to preserve Togedemaru. We're gonna go into Melmetal again. We do let Hitchcock go down here, I think. Oh, no. That's gonna be a problem. We'll bring Togedemaru back in. There's very likely smarter people than me that can explain it in a better way. And I can't put words into it, but I am familiar with the critique of imitation is not comprehension, or imitation isn't understanding. That's a notion that I'm familiar with. Okay, so we're gonna go Thunder Punch. And we're gonna go Fake Out. Or we just die to Scald. Okay, so we're gonna keep running it back. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of Hitchcock entirely. Okay, so we're gonna Fake Out. Actually gonna bulk up instead. Okay, Scald. No burn. I like that. Zippy Zap. Dual Wing Beat. Oh, it just doesn't do enough damage. We live on Sturdy. Okay. So, it's not better, but Ogerpon's down and Politoad's almost down. I want to preserve my Togedemaru, so you're coming out. Melmetal's coming in. Realistically, Borb is dead here, so I'm just gonna try to finish it off and hope they double in on Melmetal. Yeah, I would have to do a proper deep dive. All I did was credibility of animals talking with buttons. And right off the jump, it was like skepticism, which is a given. Okay, so we didn't get burnt. That's good, at least. I'm going to Thunder Punch. I'm gonna Fake Out. Oh, and we do eventually get burnt. Okay, not a fan. Who's coming in now, though? Swampert. Oh, Iron Bundle. Okay. Mildly interesting. We're gonna go double iron bash on iron bundle. And we're going to, oh, yeah, this is a problem. We'll bring in Tonk. Okay. We avoided one. So we have to sash. Passo is not enough. Okay. All right, we made a small change. Let's see if this makes the difference. To answer your question, HQ, regarding the anecdote you gave about Billy's mom having the friend asking about the squirrel, and on the broader topic of the animals talking with buttons, I would rather be called a skeptic than a sucker, insofar as people have been finding ways to pull wool over the eyes of other people for various reasons over the years. I am not saying that's what's going on with the animals talking with buttons, but I don't want to be considered an idiot because I bought into something that someone's doing on the internet and it turns out it's just shenanigans, right? So without doing a proper deep dive on the topic, the only thing I've seen so far upon checking into its credibility was prior animal language studies have been met with skepticism, and it listed animal studies that arouse said skepticism. Horses doing math, and then the same thing with primates. All right, so let's see how this one goes. Okay, nice. We high rolled the damage on dual wing beat. Walking Wake is coming in. I'm gonna preserve Togedemaru. We're gonna bring in we're gonna go in on Walking Wake, believe it, on Polytoad, because it's the one constantly trying to scald. Nice. No burn, that's good. That is a shame that it hit, but okay. We do get burned. This is gonna do nothing. I'm not fond of that. Okay, let's see. How are we doing this? Togedemaru. Metal's gonna stay in, and we're gonna Iron Punch the Politoed. We're gonna fake out the Walking Wake. I know nothing about animals talking with buttons outside of what you've shown me. So I do not know enough on the subject matter to have a debate with you on it. All right. Yeah, your Metal's probably going down here. I'm gonna hope... No, we need to keep Togedemaru alive. So yeah, Metal's gonna go down. Togedemaru, we're gonna go into... No, I didn't do a deep dive. I did a cursory dive, so to speak, and I said I'm going to need to do a deep dive. While that video was going, I Googled credibility of animals talking with buttons, and the only thing I saw was a link talking about them, and then within that article was, this is why prior animal studies have been met with skepticism. Okay, so yep, that's fine. That's not fine. We're gonna bring Togedemaru back in. Fake out. Wait. Fake out. Vac wave. Yes, I remember several streams ago, when you first showed me it, I had floated the idea of doing a deep dive on it, but I never did. All right. Okay, Kyogre, this is one of the reasons why I've been trying to keep Togedemaru alive, because we want a Zippy Zap to make Kyogre's Water Pulse do less damage. And by Water Pulse, I mean Water Spout. Not bad. Takes it to half. So, not amazing, but we might be okay. So, we are going to Sucker Punch the Kyogre, and we're going to Wild Charge the Walking Wake. Not ideal. Tonk is going to Wild Charge. Yeah, this is a reset, and that's okay. Hitchcaw is very likely coming out. And no problem, HQ. Thank you for stopping by, and I do appreciate you showing me the another video on the cats with the talking buttons. I will make a point this weekend to actually do a proper deep dive. That way I can have more ammunition to be like, well, this is what I think. So yeah, this one is not happening, sadly. So, not bad, but yeah, Hitchcaw is absolutely not the answer. One could make an argument that Togedemaru isn't the answer either, but I don't have any priority moves if we get rid of Togedemaru. That would be super effective. So I'll probably run this back one or two more times, then we'll rebuild the team. And thank you, HQ. May you, Schrodinger, Kurt, and your sister, and the rest of your cats have a good evening. Thank you very much for stopping by and for the lurk. All right, so fake out. We got burnt right off the jump. Not ideal. We're going to Zippy Zap, and we're going to Dual Wing Beat. It just doesn't do enough damage. I think this Zippy Zap kills. And then we'll Thunder Punch the Politoed. Nice. Oh, we do get burnt though. Yeah, there's very much gonna be some burn RNG we're playing around. If we could get Kyogre to come in earlier, then we wouldn't have to keep Togedemaru alive as long. We're just gonna zippy zap here. And we're going to double Iron Bash. Or we're not going to at all, apparently. Let's bring in King Gambit. We can Vac Wave the Iron Bundle. We can Sucker Punch the Walking Wake. Iron Bundle down. King Gambit, the attack missed. That's actually kind of a big deal. Kyogre's coming in. We are going to... This is not ideal. We're going to Vac Wave, and we're going to Sucker Punch. It's not going to do a lot, but we really need to get Kyogre down so it does less damage. We are going to Iron Head the Walking Wake, and we're going to Sucker Punch the Kyogre. This is not bad, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get past the Swampert. We may. So we are going to Iron Head. I'm gonna body press, and we're going to Sucker Punch, and I'm gonna hope it's enough damage. It might not be. Mega Swampert is incredibly tanky. It's sadly not enough. That was close. Huh. I'm actually faster. Holy shit. Nice. So, Tonk lived on 1. Thank you, Iron Treads. I did not expect that. We can save. Alright, so that's Lorelei down. 4 more fights to go. We would like to see... We want to see Infernape. Because with a status move, Infernape will taunt, and then we can dual wing beat it to death. And I think I'm gonna go Life Orb, because I need to make sure dual wing beat actually kills. Oh, it was already using Life Orb. Okay, that's fine. Some things do need to change here. Tonk keeping Sash. Instead of that, we're going Tonk with the Choice Scarf. We want to see if we can outspeed the Zacian. Jucario no longer needs Trailblaze. We're going to keep Hidden Power Fire. And I think I'm going to throw Drain Punch for sustain. It's why we didn't go attack down, because we do still need some attack moves. Okay, Melmetal. We're gonna leave Melmetal for now. We may have to change a thing or two here. King Gambit, it's quad weak. So I'm probably just relying on Sucker Punch to get the job done. Togedemaru. I'm not sure what Togedemaru is gonna be running yet. I think we're gonna go... I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this plays out. We want the Infernape team. It's gonna see I have bulk up, and I think it's gonna taunt me, and we're gonna hope that dual wing beat with Life Orb is enough damage to kill. If we get Great Tusk, I'm willing to try it out, but since Great Tusk doesn't have taunt, it's going to be guaranteed Stealth Rocks on the first turn. All right, Infernape. Also, Infernape is scary because if dual wing beat doesn't kill, I'm eating a pyro ball and just dying since fire dunks on steel. Okay, it's gonna be like that. It sure will, apparently. There we go. On the upside, Infernape shiny looks amazing. It's blue, and everyone knows that blue fire is hotter. So yeah, taunt right off the jump, that's fine. This kills. Awesome. So this is Zacian, and this is probably... It could be close combat, but it could also be wild charge. So I'm gonna hope it's going wild charge, and we're gonna go tonk, because I'll be immune. Okay, SD. Here's hoping we're faster with Choice Scarf. We are. Okay, so not great. Honestly though, this might be enough with Zippy Zap. We're gonna fake out, it swaps out, that's fine. So this is Urshifu, this is Dark Urshifu, I believe. Yes, this is Dark Urshifu, this is gonna be a, this is realistically a close combat. I was wrong, and I hate that for us. I don't think I'm faster. Oh god, it did a double SD? Oh, that is terrifying. Alright, whatever swaps in is basically dead, so we're gonna go Lucario with Vacuum Wave. And it was not enough. But now we can go Togedemaru, and we can fake out. And we can Zippy Zap. In comes Como-O. This is probably gonna be the buff. Whether it be Clangorous Souls or Clanging Scales, then it will be Aura Sphere. I don't think it goes Aura Sphere right out the gate. So we're gonna U-turn. Okay. I'm banking on it being the buff move. So we'll go Hitchcock. Yep. It does that. It probably outspeeds now. We also have an ad break in about 10 seconds. I will see you all on the other side of that. Grab some water. VOD friends and lurkers, everyone is here. Thank you. No, I'll do it after we finish streaming. So this is probably Aura Sphere, and it's going to be neutral damage. Actually, I'll probably go the Dragon move, because that would also be stab. Okay. And we're back. This could be the Aura Sphere. That would be stab. It would be neutral. I think it might be that. It could also be the dragon move, which would also be stab, but won't do as much. I think we're gonna click dual wing beat and hope we don't die here. We don't. Okay. So Hitchcaw has taken down 2 Pokemon. It's done its job. So I don't feel bad about that at all. We still need to worry about Zacian though, because he swapped out after I tried to kill him. So now it's Lucario, and this is realistically Bullet Punch. We're not going to be able to do anything about that. No, close combat. That's even better because it gave itself a -1. So that's kind of good for us. Togedemaru is too fragile. Melmetal is bulky. I think I may live the close combat. We're gonna go Earthquake. We do live it. I am going to absolutely have to go Chople if we have to do this fight again, because Melmetal is almost dead, and Melmetal is one of my better Pokemon. I think, I don't want to, but I think I may have to let Zacian go down here so I can, oh wow, yeah, that is a problem. Oh, I do not like that at all. Yeah, I think I have to let Zacian go down. We let it give itself a -1 to defense. We go Togedemaru with the fake out. We zippy zap, and I think that's enough. Okay, good. And if it wasn't enough, I could have also done Spiky Shield. I think Iron Valiant is still up. Oh, Iron Valiant and someone else is still up. I don't think any of its moves make contact, so we're just gonna go Zippy Zap. Nowhere near enough damage. We live on Sturdy. We eat our berry. We can actually remove the berry and go probably a damage item. Zippy Zap. So I'm really hoping a +5 attack Sucker Punch kills Iron Valiant here. It does. What's left though? Urshifu? So yeah, King Gambit. King Gambit absolutely goated on the sticks. So I'm gonna give him a good name for that. Probably John, because it's a running gag. John Sweeps, because it's gonna be the last one left. It basically has 3 Swords Dances and it's just gonna Sucker Punch everyone to death. Okay, so not bad. We got there. I think that was technically first try. I don't like Flutter Mane because, well, normally I don't like Flutter Mane because it's a fast mon, it has fairy moves, it has the photosynthesis as well, and it also has Mystical Fire. But I'm not sure if I want that or the other team. When I think about it, I probably do want the Flutter Mane team because the Flutter Mane team has Chien Pao, which, yeah, the Sacred Sword is gonna hurt, but I don't have to worry about Chi Yu. They both have Marshadow, which I definitely don't love. Okay, so we can't lead with fighting and we can't lead with normal because there's a 50% chance we get a ghost Pokemon as the lead. So I think we'll go Hitchcaw. And we have a status move. So if we get hit with the taunt, we know it's either one. And if we get hit with the flamethrower, we know it's either one. So I think we go Akka for the flamethrower. All right, let's see if we can make this work. All things considered, that wasn't as bad of a Bruno as I thought. Steel loses to fighting, so you would have thought that would have been like one of my harder matchups. All right, let's see what we have. I want it to be not... I think I do want it to be the Flutter Mane team because I don't want to deal with Chi Yu. Oh, that does nothing. That is not ideal. Interesting. Okay, this is good though. We pop its air balloon. So this is not a bad thing. It's probably going Focus Blast. Oh boy, it's gonna do nasty plot spam. I mean, it gives us a chance to do some damage, but it does nowhere near enough. Okay, +2 nasty plot. Let's see what's gonna happen. How many times is it gonna nasty plot? Oh, the taunt wore off. Nice. Sadly, it's not gonna do anything. So, +4 Shadow Ball. It definitely does enough. Its balloon is gone, though. So, we can 100% Earthquake here and we kill. Okay, that's fine. This is actual Gengar. It's probably going Aura Sphere. Okay, nice. We are locked into Earthquake, so that's not ideal. I need to look this up. No. Alright. So, realistically, Chien Pao is going Sacred Sword. Let's go Togedemaru. We live because sturdy. Problem is, it is faster, so Zippy Zap won't go off. Fake Out being +3 priority will let that go first. I'm going to Spiky Shield. Okay, when Ice Shard sadly doesn't make contact. Zippy Zap. Honestly, it's not, like, that's not that bad. Like, we can make that work. Jacario with... Let's see. Vacuum Wave, because it has a lower special defense. Alright, Chien Pao down. Very nice. Marshadow, we do not love Marshadow. It's also Focus Sashed, and it has Close Combat. So we're gonna go... I don't have a good matchup for this now that Hitchcaw is down. So I think we just get some chip damage with Bullet Punch. Break the Sash. Melmetal. This is gonna hurt. Nice. Big. Flutter Mane. I didn't want to see this with Melmetal being so low. This is 100% Mystical Fire. I think I need to get the clean swap. Oh, Flamethrower. That works. Tonk. It doesn't have Levitate. So we're just going to click Iron Head. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Zoroark. We're clicking Iron Head again. No burn, though. That's huge. All right, and that's Agatha down. This is going well. Eel. Save. We want Aerodactyl because we want to Fake Out into Zippy Zap. We do not want Garchomp. All right, let's try to feel out Lance and see what he's gonna do to us. Like, what are you gonna do to me? Oh my goodness. Save again. All right, so we fake out. We zippy zap. Huge. No rocks. Dragonite. Okay. This is probably... Where are you, Lance? This is probably Dragon Dance. We are going to U-turn out because we want to break multi-scale. Okay. Let's go, Melmetal. Yep, 1D dance. We need to get him low enough that a move will kill, because if we don't get him like really low, what's gonna happen is weakness policy procs and he's just gonna kill all of us. So we're gonna get, okay, so he went double D dance. It's not something I want to see, because I think a +2 may end up killing Melmetal. But whatever swaps in here is just gonna die. So it's like, I may have to go Shucka for this. I totally forgot that Dragonite had Earthquake. However, we can fake out and make him withdraw. So this is a nightmare because, as you know, Primal Dialga has Roar of Time, which will force a Pokemon out, and it can spam it because they don't run out of PP. And it has leftovers, I think. I'm going to pivot out because I want to save Togedemaru. We're going to swap into someone that I don't entirely need. And I'm going to hope I can get a clean swap into Tonk so I can go Earthquake. Roar of Time. Not what we wanted to see. I think it's a speed tie. Let me check. It is a speed tie. So just in case I don't get to go first, I'm going Drain Punch. Okay. Roar Time. Actually okay. Earthquake. Roar Time again. We're gonna fake out. I'm gonna U-turn. We need to get it low enough that it doesn't want to do an emergency rest, you know? Roar Time. Not what I wanted to see. I'm worried any more damage is gonna make it just instantly go into rest mode, and we don't want that. Roar Time again. Okay. Here comes Salamence, not what I wanted to see. This is not going to do much of anything. I may have to put Ice Punch on for this matchup. Honestly, I'm just going to go Bullet Punch, get some chip damage. Togedemaru, we're going to fake out. And we're going to Zippy Zap. It doesn't... Oh, it does not do nearly enough damage. That is a problem. Let's test that. Earthquake, right? Yeah, that makes sense. If it's gonna go Earthquake, I live on one because Sash. And by Sash, I mean Sturdy. So yeah, Salaman's down. Dialga, I'm gonna manually swap out, and I'm gonna hope this doesn't trigger a rest, because if it rests, I have to do so much more damage to it. Roar of Time. It did rest. Oh, now I gotta do it all over again. You hate to see it. Sleep Talk, Flash Cannon, not a huge deal. No Roar of Times. No Roar of Times. Roar of Time. Ad is about the proc. Oh, we did get the flinch. I will see you all shortly. This lance is proving to be a doozy. All right. All right, Meow, and we're back. Hey, Taro, how you doing? I hope you stuck around because the ad breaks over. We are in the middle of Lance. Primal Dialga's proving to be a huge pain because it takes 50% less damage from super effective moves. It has a really busted move called Roar of Time that does a lot of damage and forcefully swaps out one of your Pokemon, and it doesn't need to recharge. And they don't run out of PP, so you can use it like 13 times in a row without an issue. It also has rest, so even if you get it low, it'll just then heal to full health and do it all over again. So the key is to bring it low enough. Yes, presumably Honey is the browser extension that's actually spyware. I haven't watched that video yet. Since I'm doing Elite Four, I haven't been able to do any crime coverage. If we get past Elite Four today at all, I probably will watch that Legal Eagle video. I hope you're doing well, Taro. Thank you for stopping by, even if you just woke up. Make sure to drink some water and make sure to grab some food so you don't wither away. So we're gonna go into Hitchcaw because I'm expecting Roar of Time, and ideally it gives me my Tonk so we can kill with Earthquake. Yes, I'm still on the same run. It usually takes me about a week or so to go through a monotype. So we're gonna go into Tonk. And we're gonna go Wild Charge, since super effective does less damage. And it went back to sleep again, son of a bitch. So yeah, that's a problem. All right, we're gonna go back into John Sweeps. We're gonna Fake Out, we're gonna Zippy Zap, we're gonna be dead because I hate it. We're gonna Sucker Punch. We're going to Earthquake. So that was good, but I had to chew through 3 of Primal Dialga's health bars because of rest. So I think had that not happened, we would have actually won that fight. All right. So let's run it back. We got the Garchomp team. That's automatically a reset because we want Aerodactyl. We want Aerodactyl because it has Taunt, which means it will see I have a status move, and it will want to Taunt. Also, Ground Mon are immune to Electric, so that doesn't help me. That also reminds me, we are putting Shucka on Melmetal because I forgot that Dragonite has Earthquake. Which means we can Sash Lucario and give him Ice Punch for the Flying Dragons. And then we're also putting Ice Punch on Melmetal because it's going to be quad effective against Salamence and the other one. All right, let's see if we can make it work this time. I love that for you. I was never allowed to have any Pokemon experience because Pokemon was the devil. So Dad is rolling in his wheelchair accessible grave. All right, let's make this one work. We Fake Out. We Zippy Zap. Dialga, well no, Dragonite. We're going to U-turn, we break Multiscale, we want to go into Melmetal. It's gonna D-Dance probably twice. I need to be careful here because if I hit it with a super effective move, it then procs Weakness Policy, which makes it a lot stronger. So that's not ideal. It only did one. I needed it to do two so I could get extra damage in. But this might be enough. All right, Ice Punch. Nice. So Melmetal took out Dragonite. That's good because I didn't get to take out Dragonite last time. Their own Melmetal. That makes sense. Honestly. Oh, because it's a speed tie. Annoying. Okay. We are going to be immune to Earthquake, which is great, but it does have Thunder and Ice Punch. So we're just going to start with the Body Press. It does not do a lot. Yeah, I'm going to have to hold a super effective berry, and it's not going to be enough. Oh, the insult. Were it not for Frostbite, I actually may have been able to kept going. So that's 2 down. Well, honestly, we're gonna bring in Tonk. We outspeed. We kill. Salamence. Choice Scarf. It makes you faster, but it locks you into a move. So we have to hard swap here. I'm going to think it wants to Dragon Dance. We are going to Togedemaru. That's going to be Fake Out into Zippy Zap for chip damage. It does a D-Dance as expected. Fake Out. That was a hard sell on my part. I do have Sturdy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yes. That's okay though, because we have Ice Punch. This is a speed tie, I believe. We're just gonna go Ice Punch. Roar of Time. That gives us the opportunity to go Tonk. Yeah, it does nothing. It's so annoying. We're gonna go Sucker Punch. We are locked into Earthquake, right? Yes, we are. So, honestly, this is not ideal. It is probably going Flamethrower. Yes. The real question is, does a +5 attack Sucker Punch kill? I don't think so, but let's find out. It does not kill. Okay, so this works, but we need to make a change. The reason why Tonk had Choice Scarf was because it needed to outspeed Zacian, who has like a base 148 speed. So that means we can get rid of the choice item and we can put something else on, likely to boost its damage. So we're gonna go with Booster Energy, which is it acts as the thing that would trigger photosynthesis. So I think this will work. Honestly, even with the mess up, that went pretty well. I think if I wasn't choiced, we legit won that fight, because then I could have wild charged the Iron Jugulus, and then Sucker Punch would have brought it down low enough. So we're gonna save and we're gonna run it back. Let's see how it goes. We do not take Garchomp. So, Taro, are you playing anything? Have you decided to go back to Elma, or are you moving on to a different game entirely? We keep getting Garchomp. No thank you, sir. I do not want your bad dragons and your bad dragon accessories today. There we go. So we fake out. We zippy zap. Dialga right out the jump. Okay. We are going to U-turn. Oh, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go Hitchcaw. Not what I wanted to see, but we can kind of make it work, right? So they go into their own Melmetal. Yes, and I remember you playing it relatively recently as well, which was why I was asking. Oh, we got flinched. Dialga, we're gonna keep going Earthquake. Roar of Time into Hitchcaw. We need to get it low enough that we can kill without it doing rest, which is what it did right there. Okay. This might be enough. Oh, cause rest. Yeah, this one is scuffed. It's definitely not happening. Oh yes, it absolutely was an amazing job on your part, Taro. Yeah, this one's not happening. We just got too unlucky with the rest from Dialga. And that's okay. You're not gonna win them all. Fake out, Zippy Zap, Melmetal. We want to U-turn into Hitchcaw. Going to Body Press. I need to put a berry on Hitchcaw. So that's gonna be a change as soon as we're done with this attempt. We're gonna go into my Melmetal. They withdraw, they go into Dragonite. We want to double Iron Bash to get rid of Multiscale. Huge. We eat our berry, Dragonite down. We go Earthquake. And yes, Taro, I wholly agree. Great play on your part. We get double Iron Bash because it was a speed tie and we flinched. Not ideal, but Sucker Punch is gonna kill there. Iron Juggalo is gonna come in. It very likely wants Flamethrower, so we're gonna go Togedemaru. Oh, we got burned. You hate to see it. Burn reduces your attack damage. So Zippy Zap is doing nowhere near enough. This gives us a chance to go in on Tonk, and we Wild Charge. We Sucker Punch. Now it's Dialga. We're gonna Sucker Punch. We're going to Hidden Power because non-super effective moves do less damage. Oh, it did rest. Right. This is not ideal. they still have 2 Pokemon. This is a problem. I'm locked in on... Yeah, so 2 things can change there. I may have to get rid of the choice item on King Gambit. And we want to add a super effective berry to Borb. We are going to go Yachi, because while paralyzed from Thunder Punch sucks, Yachi is chip damage that I don't feel like eating if I can help it, you know? We're gonna save, and we're gonna run it back. Nice. All right. Pivot into Hitchcock. We're gonna go into Earthquake. We're gonna go into Earthquake. It's gonna rest. Or Pursuit. Okay, that's huge. Dialga down. Dialga has been a huge problem in this fight. So we love to see it. But we are locked into Pursuit. So now we want to hard swap into Metal. It goes for a D-Dance. We double Iron Bash to break multi-scale. It is +2. Earthquake may kill through Berry. Let's find out. It does not. Huge. Incredibly massive, some might say. We are going to go Earthquake. It was a speed tie and they rolled the coin. We get to go. That's huge. This is gonna probably be Earthquake again. We get to go. They go. That's fine. We are gonna come in with Hitchcock. Body press. This probably kills. It does not. It does kill. Okay, good. Iron Juggalo. I want a clean swap here, so I'm just gonna go Iron Head and hope for a flinch. We're gonna go Fake Out. Zippy Zap. It's an auto crit. We're gonna live on 1. We don't get burnt, so Zippy Zap kills. Salamence. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep getting some Zippy Zap damage in. It's probably gonna D-Dance. Nope, Fire Fang because I was below half HP. So now we're gonna come in on Lucario. We have Focus Sash. We're gonna hit it with an Ice Punch. And that probably kills. Ad break, we'll be right back. right, Meow, and we're back. So, I think this is Lance's last Mon, which means Rival is next. Luigi will once again be taking down John United. Alright, so it has to be a priority move because we're outsped. Nice. So that's Lance down. The big reason why that worked is we were able to get rid of Dialga before it did any resting, aka prolonging the fight and giving Dialga basically multiple health bars. So now it's Rival. Rival has a Pheromosa, which is the epitome of glass cannon. I believe they do have Miraidon, because there was no way I wanted to fight a fighting dragon with a fire move with a steel team. I'm gonna save. We're also gonna look at some Palace Cats as a treat. Save again. There were a bunch of new photos in like the past day or two. This is Joshi at Howlett's Wild Animal Park. It was taken last year in October. And by last year, I mean 2023. Technically more than a year ago, but you know what I mean. I love the way the Pete's, they're just sitting there really close together. The brown is such a nice color. Joshi does not look pleased with life. I mean, cat things, you know, right? So I guess it makes sense. Also, absolutely adorable tail. Just want to squeeze it. More of Joshi, kind of doing a blep. Once again, paws up close. Oh, Joshi, the son of Temuchin and Naru. He was born 2016. His siblings are Ochin and Aratan. Mighty Round. No, I don't know what Naruto is, and that's probably for the best. He's also got a dent. It's very funny. We love the dent. Fine, I have to go back 2, I guess. There we go. This is Namu at Port Limpane Wild Animal Park. This was taken last year, like about a year ago to this date. She looks a little concerned. Got the rock eyebrows, got the Krillin dots on the head. Yeah, very much a Dachshund build, you're right. Stubby legs, body low to the ground. Namu, they are the daughter of Tool and Penelope. She was born 2022. Her sibling is Poplu. Absolutely gorgeous specimen. Truly one of God's finest creatures. I love to see them with greenery because a lot of times their enclosures are just shades of brown. Well, that's because Monetization has content almost posted daily. So, like, I think when they started, it was maybe a few hundred photos. They have like over 1,300 photos now. So I'm always gonna be able to find new Palace Cat content, and I fucking love it. Alton or Atlin from the same zoo. He's feeling mad silly. I love the way he's got his one paw on his tail, and then he's got like his other paw on his wrist, also kind of on his tail. And this was taken in May, so right before they're gonna be transitioning into their summer coats. All right, let's see if we can punch Rival in the teeth and take down Big Bad. There are a few of those. I don't know if I have any that are, I don't know if I have any. Let me see if I can find some. So I know there's ones where they go flat insofar as like laying on the ground, but I know what you're talking about. I saw one relatively recently where it was laying on the glass and you could see the beans from underneath. So if I can find that again, this is probably gonna take a few minutes. If I can find that again, it will technically function as the one I'm looking for. Welcome back, Kira Walker. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, by the way. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a quick look for the one that you want to see, Taro, or something that sounds like what would work. I do not stream on other platforms. If I'm not able to find it in about a minute or so, I'll suck it up and look through my stash. Could have sworn it was in imagery. It may not be. I'm gonna keep looking though. Hard to say. I like a lot of Pokemon. My current favorite right now is Melmetal due to how strong he is and the fact that he's only steel. Gengar is amazing. Big fan of Gengar. I think I used Gengar for a bit in Mono Poison and Mono Ghost, but I probably didn't bring it to Elite Four because there's a lot of dark and there's a lot of ground that absolutely just destroys Gengar. Yeah, absolutely, Gengat. You're not wrong. I am sadly not seeing the photo I was looking for, so it may not be a thing that I'm able to find quickly, which is ultimately, if this is you trying to sell me Kira Walker, I'm gonna ban you in the next 5 seconds. I am not looking for you to try to solicit any artwork. In fact, this is in my chat rules. I wanted to give you the opportunity and you decided to, you know, show the kind of person you are. Thank you. All right, so we didn't find it, Taro. I apologize. I'm gonna check my mono stash and see if we have one. Sorry, Taro, even in my little current stash of mono stuff, I do not have a flat one from the bottom with glass, so I apologize. It's the same thing every single time, Taro. It's, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna be right back or something. I'm gonna ask about other platforms. I'm gonna ask what Pokemon you like. Hey, by the way, out of nowhere, why don't you have emotes? Oh, I'm gonna sell you emotes because I'm a piece of shit artist who can't take a fucking hint. All right. So now that that's out of the way, let's go back to, Pokemon. I wouldn't say no to it, Taro, but I'm likely gonna be asking Crimson for emotes. And no, I don't know your price. So let's start on Rival. Oh no. In case I didn't save, I'm gonna make a save state right here. All right. This is actually kind of fine. Fake out into Zippy Zap that takes out that. This is probably gonna be, let's see. This is probably Flamethrower. So we are going to... You're right, I can't. But I can absolutely find the way they go about it to be reprehensible. Okay, so I'm just gonna U-turn out. I live on Sturdy. Oh, I get burned. Yeah, that's not happening. Nope. All right. So we did make a hard save. Taro, I love that for you. I get one or two of those artists every single stream. I have zero patience for it. So, okay. The reason why they didn't come off as shitty is because I didn't let them do their gimmick. Like, the way they talked right off the bat was already like red flags 1 and 2. But the third red flag was unsolicited. Hey, why don't you have any emotes? Why don't you have any animated emotes? I'm gonna try to sell you my animated emotes. Go fuck yourself. So, all right, how do we want to do this? Probably not booster energy. I think we may have to go back to Sash on this. I mean, maybe I go choice and see if we outspeed Eternatus. Oh, and I instantly ban the people that do copy pasta ones as well. No one with unsolicited art is exempt from getting banned. All right, so let's run that back. We did save, that was the important thing. So we fake out, we zippy zap. This is okay. So this is probably HP Fire. Okay, Calm Mind, not the worst thing in the world. It is very fast though, and I hope that I do outspeed with Choice Scarf. Oh, even better. Okay. I don't think it kills. Hate that. Oh, it does not kill. Okay. Fake out. It's gonna be resisted, but it's still gonna kill. All right. Eternatus. Now I don't have anything for Eternatus. This needs to not burn. No burn. Okay. So we're gonna go Hitchcock. Terrain is gone. That's good. This is probably the Meteor move. Meteor Beam. And it is gonna outspeed, sadly. I'm gonna go Iron Head and see if we get a flinch. No, it went Flamethrower. Interesting. I don't hate that. Okay, now it's Meteor Beam. All right. Yeah. Enjoy your ending Hanukkah music, Taro. Thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate you being here. All right. Nice, no burn. We are gonna have to change the berry on it though. Okay. Fake out. Zippy Zap, that kills. Metagross has priority moves. I'm gonna go Spiky Shield and make it hurt itself in a video game. That'll be very funny. Nice. So it wants Zen Headbutt. I'm hoping it sticks to Zen Headbutt and we kill with Sucker Punch. Because if it goes Zen Headbutt, it won't do any damage to me here. It went fire. Huge. Metagross down. That's why we wanted King Gambit. Metagross is a huge threat normally. Velveeta. Not what I want to see. It's gonna put me to sleep. Also, we will be right back. My beverage of the evening, I'm not sure yet. I had my energy drink earlier. I've been drinking my water per usual. Also, welcome back, everyone. I may have the answer. One of the things that you were looking for, Taro. This one. So, Taro, I did find something that would fit the description that you were looking for. Also, let's see. I don't want to dox myself, so let's drag this over. How's that for flat palace cat from underneath? T sounds good. You would be my second chatter who's having tea. Magica was here earlier having tea and it made her eepy. I'm not sure what I'll have to drink tonight. Absolutely adorable. Yeah, it's the one I was thinking of. It's on top of like a pane of glass and you can see it from underneath. Yes. Cryptid Hovermanul, big fan. I'm glad we found it. In fact, I'm actually gonna make sure to save it. So if anyone wants flat Hovermanul again, I have the ability to pull it up. I had to crowdsource it to the council, aka the Meownwell. Alright, so Yveltal's annoying because it has Assault Vest, it's incredibly bulky. It also has moves that will put the enemy to sleep and gain all its health back. And it also has Sucker Punch. So I have to figure out how I'm beating this. Okay. And because of Choice Band, we are locked into Sucker Punch. So I think I go Lucario. I risk getting put to sleep. Heat Wave, we live on 1. I think I am faster, so my priority move will go ahead. I'm not fast enough to outspeed Sucker Punch because Sucker Punch is priority. Okay, so that's not bad. We can Fake Out, and we can Zippy Zap. Because Yveltal is, while it is bulky on both sides, Assault Vest gives it more special defense, whereas Zippy Zap, or I'm just gonna die. Yeah, I hate that for us. I think this is a reset, but it wasn't bad. We're gonna go Sucker Punch. All right, so yeah, that went well, all things considered, but I am gonna have to make some changes. Okay. Alright, so let's go Aka Berry on Melmetal because we're gonna be expected to get hit with the Flamethrower from Eternatus. We're gonna go Wakanda Berry because we're expecting Lightning. Tonk is... The issue here is I don't think I outspeed without a Choice Band, so I kind of have to hold the choice item. Sash, that's fine. Okay, let's see if we can make that work. Alright, so same thing as before, we want to Fake Out. We want to Zippy Zap. Miraidon comes in. I'm going to U-turn, it does a Calm Mind. We go into Tonk. And we Earthquake. And hopefully we kill. We do not kill. Yeah, that's an issue. Okay. John sweeps with the Sucker Punch. We kill. Welcome back, Magica. We were just talking about you because Taro was asking me if I'm having a tasty beverage tonight and that he is drinking tea. We are on Rival, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it yet. Granted, this is only our third proper attempt. So this is probably Flamethrower. I'm going to go into Lucario. Chip damage. Tonk is sadly down. We're going to go into Melmetal with Earthquake. We eat the berry. We live. Huge. It's random move, but I'm going to really hope he's choosing Zen Headbutt because I'll be immune to it. He did not go Zen Headbutt. So that's a huge problem. This is probably a reset. Velveeta, we're gonna go Zippy Zap. You hate to see it. I'm probably gonna have to go, I'm gonna hope we wake up instantly. I'm gonna have to go Chesto Berry, it looks like. You hate to see it, but sadly, it do be that way sometimes. And we got double flinched. So that's a reset. We're changing what Togedemaru has. I think that makes the difference. I don't know if it makes enough of a difference for us to win, but the citrus was doing nothing. The citrus was there because we needed to get health back earlier. Okay. I'm also gonna gamble on Tonk being able to pull off the other thing. So let's see if we can make that work. And then for Lucario, I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on. I think I'll just do Assault Vest for now, and we'll see if we can make that work. Oh yeah, I need to actually put this back on the full size. There you go. All right, let's run that back. Okay. Not what I wanted to see. U-turn. Metal. Earthquake. Earthquake. Very much not what I wanted to see. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, not ideal. Okay. All right, good. At least the Ditto's gone. Pretty sure we're outsped here. Let me double check. Velveeta is... Yeah, Velveeta outspeeds. So we have to Bullet Punch. It's not a lot, but it's not nothing. And it gets back to full instantly, because of course it does. Fake Out. This is probably a reset. You hate to see it, truly. Iron Head. Alright, that's gonna be a Chesto Berry as well. Fuck my life. We cannot be getting put to sleep like that. Oblivion Wing and Dark Hold, they're so BS. Alright. There we go. Let's run that back. I mean, that wasn't the right sequence anyways. We want Miraidon to come out next instead of Eternatus. Alright. Eternatus again. U-turn. We go into Melmetal. Earthquake. Earthquake, we don't get burned. Metagross comes in. It's gonna be a random move, but let's hope it chooses Zen Headbutt. Fire Punch, hate to see it. All right, that's not ideal. This is a reset. Yeah, that is not what we want to be seeing. All right, I need to find more music real quick just because we're gonna try to beat this by the end of the stream. I don't want to leave it on a cliffhanger for 5 days, you know? There we go. All right then. That's what we want to see. I want the Miraidon. It's gonna Calm Mind. We're going to U-turn. We're gonna go into Tonk. We live on one cause Sash. That's what we want to see. Eternatus, I'm probably not fast enough now. Yeah. Alright. Oh, we got burnt. You hate to see it, truly. Okay. There we go. Not what I wanted to see. This is probably going to be a reset. Too many Mon have died along the way. Velveeta. We're locked into Sucker Punch. Oh, the burn. You hate to see it, truly. I would have lived if not for... I think I'd be in a better place were it not for the burn. Fake Out. Zippy Zap. Spiky shield so it can't fake out anymore. Zippy Zap is auto crit, so we have to. And we did it. Hell yeah. So thankfully the AI was like, oh, just you turn, Lamau. So once again, Luigi, man of the people, takes down John United. We will be taking a reprieve from Rad Red for a while to play Terraria for about 2 weeks, give or take. Let's get the finger ready so we can grab the screen grab. Desktop. Hitchcock did a good bit of work, and I'm grateful that Taro had that suggestion. So that is Mono Steel done. We have done 15 monotypes so far. We have 3 more to go after we play Terraria for about 2 weeks. You sure did, Taro. That was the last one I'll be doing because Mono Steel is over. And we've already done Mono Flying, so he can't come back again. 1336, I was 1 minute off it being 1337, which is leet speak. But yeah, not bad. Definitely a longer one. We've had ones that I think were sub 13, but that was good. We'll wrap up with a Palace Cat video, and then we're gonna find someone to raid. Since the stream is almost over, I'm gonna snooze this ad. It doesn't really do much to make you sit here and then, you know, be there for like another 30 seconds and then have the stream end. So let's see. It's gonna need a buffer, but this is Wild Palace Cat in the summer, looking very lean. That's such a great jump, the mobility. Looks like a normal cat, TBH. Thank God for these photographers who are willing to put in the work, you know? Super long body, very narrow. Yes, monostream. I think this is the one that we call Hugo Weaving, because Hugo Weaving is the guy from The Matrix, Mr. Smith. And there's been some pictures of the face where it very much looks like the expression Hugo Weaving is making when he's talking to Keanu in the interrogation in The Matrix. But yeah, we're gonna have a mono stream for a few minutes. I snoozed the ad, then we're gonna find someone to raid. All right. Let's see what else we have. This is Wild Mamul from Ladakh, India. She's Oh, I see what you did there, Taro. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get your joke right away. In the middle of summer, she had to wade through some water to get dinner for her kittens. This used to be like a tiny house thing that people used, and the humans ended up abandoning it. So the palace cats have a house to live in. Once again, yet another homeowner, because you can't spell homeowner without meow. Let's see what else we have. I'm trying to go with ones that are more wild palace cats. This one probably isn't a wild palace cat, but it's in the snow. I mean, Lev was raised by a house cat, so he kind of has a bit of a meow, but yes, they do a lot of honking. So adorable, so cute. I just want to squeeze those little fluffy cheeks. With some nice Russian folk music. This actually might be Karaganda. I'm not sure, but it looks like a young Karaganda in the face. Oh, little guy. Going new. Legit looks like he's smiling. I know that it's because humans will anthropomorphize animals and such, but my headcanon is he is smiling right now. And I love that for us, because no animal deserves to be sad. Also has the dent. There we go. Alright, let me find like one or two more. Then we'll find someone to raid. This one's short, but it's another wild manual. Yes, this is the Hugo weaving, I think. It's got the grumpy face. Looks quite angry. It has, it's a mom and they have 3 kittens, because I've seen several pictures of this palace cat with their kittens. I love how the head doesn't move. Once again, manual are owls. And yeah, these are all taken during the summer. So they're gonna be very lean and svelte compared to being heckin' round chonkers. I have another one of wild palace cats, but it's only like 6 seconds long, so it would end up looping a lot, but I don't think I've shown you it before. Let's see. It's gonna buffer, so I'll have to replay it a bunch. But yeah, more wild palace cats. It's 2 palace kittens and their mom, and the I love it. The mother reminds me of Pecky in her facial expression. The mom's just sitting there, and it's like, where'd my kittens go? Hey, Dr. Justice, Happy New Year. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. We just beat Mono Steel, and I'm looking at some wild palace cat videos and pictures. Before we end the stream, I will be picking up on Meownwell with Terraria Calamity mod. Yes, they did a heckin' fall. I mean, realistically, they're cats, so they're fine. But yeah, they just completely yeet themselves off into oblivion, and it's super funny. Yes, fucking hell indeed, Taro. Oh yeah, this is, let me see if I can find it. This is Pepe. She lives at the Barnwool Zoo. She is very eepy. She's resting on her little shelf. I love the orange in her coat. Truly one of God's finest creatures. Dr. Justice, I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday into weekend. I hope you are healthy, as is your family members. Taro, thank you for stopping by. Once again, it's always great to see you here. It's great to see everyone here, except for the people who show up and try to do unsolicited art, and it's always garbage, and they always say like the same 3 or 4 things. It may come off as premature, but I'm developing a sniffer to ferret them out, so to speak. After we play Terraria for about 2 weeks, I'll be going back to Pokemon. It's going to be mono ground, mono ice, mono rock. We'll then probably play more Terraria. Then we'll do a run that is hardcore with no limitations as far as monotypes. Then I'm going to have to find a different Pokemon game to play. And it's not going to be Elite Redux. VOD friends, lurkers, thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. If you didn't see, my channel finally does have a logo, which means I need to start slowly uploading VODs to YouTube. Now that I have said channel logo, Crimson Lizard was the one who did it for me. It took a minute, but it was worth every penny in my opinion. I hope everyone has a good rest of their Thursday through weekend. I will see you all on Meow Day. Make good choices. Stay safe. We are going to get through this. And now I just need to find someone to raid. I did find someone to raid. And it's the duck guy, so you'll like that, Taro. It's currently an ad break, though, so I'm gonna wait, like, until the ad is done. That's another one of Pepe. These were taken a few days ago, so there's no shot she's dead already. And I love that, in the sense that these are fragile creatures with weak immune systems. So it always sucks to be like, oh, look at this beautiful, oh, and they're dead, you know? But then on the upside, they're in heaven. So yeah, they're very brown, very dark. Got a little bit of a caramel tone over here. Quite round indeed. And they're taken by a Russian photographer because the letters are in Cyrillic. So adorable, so floofy. I just want to squish those cheeks and give some scritches under the chin, you know. Yes, you did. We finished Mono Steel. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well, Yumi. And we're just looking at some Palace Cats until the person I raid is done with their commercial break. I'm not doing bad. I'm trying to avoid getting sick. My mom has a sinus infection, and thankfully she was able to get it early insofar as get to the doctor and get on medicine for it. Mono Steel wasn't as bad as I thought. Lance was indeed difficult, but it wasn't as hard as it could have been.